In this video, I'm going to be giving you an example of more cheap components being fitted to vehicles, which ultimately is causing additional cost both in labor and new parts being fitted, where in my opinion should never have to happen. I'm going to be taking you through a step-by-step process on this one right now. Okay, so what is the vehicle that I'm working on and what is the job in question that I'm doing? First of all, it is a Hyundai that I'm working on, and the job that I'm doing before I showcase what component failed, what cheap component failed, which led to this, is removal of the engine oil sump pan. So I already have the oil drained, I have all the bolts removed out of it, and this hammer and tool that you're seeing here is an oil pan separator. It gets sandwiched in between the steel pan, and then depending on your application, it may be the upper part of an oil sump, because there can be an upper and a lower, or it might be the lower side of the block. But it is a good tool to help protect from any damage. If you use the wrong tool, you can easily gouge into aluminium or bend the steel part of the pan, and then you have more work to do with cleaning up and potentially issues in the sealing side when it all goes back together. So what I have here is a very thin scraper that I'm now able to press in between and cut the backside of that bond as I go along. But it is an involved job. It's something that definitely shouldn't need to be done, and this is me now taking down that sump. I finally have cut through all of the sealer all the way along, and now I have access to start to view what the damage was. Now, first thing I check is the initial area that I cut into. So I cut into this corner, so I'm checking to see if there's any shearing, if there's any gouging, if there's anything I need to worry about, and thankfully there was no concerns. I just knew I had to clean. But right there, what I flicked is the issue: the engine oil dipstick, a component that you have to use all of the time. Hyundai decided to make it a nice plastic, non-reinforced tip all the way along from the minimum to the maximum. And as you can imagine, it's a high temperature area. It's in a high risk area as well, because you're going to be taking it in and out all of the time, and it broke. So this customer was not going to be able to read their engine oil level with the dipstick. Any technician working on it would not be able to either. And then you have the risks associated when you know you have a break there. Are you going to have an oil blockage? You can see the pickup there, which I'll circle now. That can easily get blocked or partially restricted. If it does, you then may have to replace an engine, all because of a tiny little cheap out on a piece of what should be just steel, etched steel that'll never wear out, and it should be good to go. So this one for me is just another example of manufacturers saving dollars on the initial manufacturing, which ultimately causes problems and costs down the road that are completely unnecessary. And if you're saying, well, it shouldn't happen and potentially someone pushed it or prodded or broke it, I'm going to give you an example of how easy it is for these things to get caught as you're taking them in and out. And I'm going to show Hyundai's own video of them demonstrating how to check the oil. And look, you may be thinking this has nothing to do with the quality of the part itself, that the dipstick is fit for purpose, and it's all to do with whoever is dipping the oil, and they have broken it and the quality is good enough. Let's have a little look at Hyundai's professionally edited video that's up on YouTube and have a look how they do it.
Then, reinsert the dipstick fully into the tube.
Let's slow that down and have one more look at exactly what happened there when he was putting the dipstick back in. So I am going to highlight exactly just there, clips the head, bends the plastic.
Wait for approximately 2 to 3 seconds, then remove it again.
what you might find is a broken dipstick when you remove it, because you actually bent that plastic piece at the tip when you were installing it. Now that is something evidently they didn't even notice when they were editing that together, but that's something that can happen to absolutely anyone, whether you're a professional or whether you just want to check your own oil. Having something so soft as a material that's getting heated up consistently time and time again, the longer you have this vehicle and the more dips of oil and more service that you do, the higher chance you have of breaking off the dipstick, just like what I had in this video.